zone here to fall groups. With that, we send it down to James Banks on the floor. Final interview of the day. Let's see what Heroic have to say.
A different map, but certainly revenge that he's very happy with here. A very good performance there on Inferno. And I want to start by looking at your Inferno in the sense that the last few months, the only teams you beat were Finest and MIVR. Not exactly top tier teams, so you've been working on this?
I think if you look before that with Refresh, it was one of our best maps. Then we had Cologne, where we at least lost it to Mouse, and they completely crushed us. But it's a map we've always had big comfort in, and we've won important games on it before, in finals and stuff like this. So for me, we had the decision before the game to, was it gonna be like, are we gonna leave Mirage and Inferno open? And the original plan was Mirage, but my gut feeling said, let's go with Inferno. And it panned out really well, you know, kudos to my boys. One of the things from Cologne as well is that I didn't find my individual groove so much, and that wasn't only in terms of like individual skill, but also the calling. And here the calling felt so natural, and at the end of the day, that's the most important thing for the team, that I'm feeling comfortable, that the boys can trust me, and that I have the gut feeling, and they executed it so well, you know. Jabby, finally he gets that kind of breakthrough that he's been looking for, so yeah, good job, man.
And another thing there, right, you said about belief. If you don't believe in yourself, right, it's going to affect the rest of the team that has to come off into it. But I'm also going to say on the fact that, did you expect them to go for Nuke, you know, when they had the pick between Nuke and Inferno? Was that your initial thought that they might go back for that?
I think it's always kind of difficult to play the same map against a team that you already played, especially on the same day. So it's always tricky, the same against Big for us, you know, when you just played it a few hours earlier, all the small adjustments and stuff like this. Did you look at their Inferno stats? You know, they are pretty crisp. So I think they felt comfortable having Inferno, but it was a sneaky plan from us.
It definitely was. Now also, just looking at Jabby, right, and the difference you're seeing here, obviously, like you mentioned, it's big and very important for him. But how do you feel overall in him settling in this first big event you've come to here this time around, and you've topped the group?
It feels good, you know. Jabby is a good guy. I think maybe outside the game he can be a little bit quiet. In the game he talks a bit more, and that's nice.
There we go.
But he's a good guy, and he has the heart at the right place. And one of the key components that we've been looking at from day one when I took over the in-game leader role in this organization was to build a team where everyone wants to do good for each other, and that friendship is important. Having the moral compass is important, and we just all trust each other. We all want to, you know, jump across each other, give a hero AK for the right guy at the right moment and stuff like this. So, yeah, he's doing good. He's doing good. He's sitting there tweeting, you know, go find him on Twitter, boys.
And also got to say this quickly, is the first map win over FaZe this year. First of many?
I'm not going to sit here and fire Kerrigan and the boys up, you know, so I think this was the only one this year.
He's playing it safe, I can understand that. Let's go over to everyone else out there and close out the rest of the day.